Apparently, Peter Lunt is an expert on the moon map. When I say moon map, I mean the belief that the moon's craters and seas look like the continents here on Earth. And when I say look like, I of course mean nothing like. It's going to be another fun one. Hello all and welcome along to another video with me, Simon Dan. Thanks very much for joining me. On with today's video then, which is a clip of Peter Lunt being interviewed by Flat Earth David Weiss. He wants to explain the moon map, so we're going to tell him why it's wrong. Here we go.
Interesting. That one out, knowing full well that the globers would go, it doesn't match, it doesn't fit, the continents are different sizes. Now they are right, they're absolutely spot on with that. Because that's what I thought when I first looked at this. Great, so the moon map does not show Earth's continent then. Let's wrap this one up. Only kidding, I think he's going to talk himself out of this rational opinion. I thought, well, you know, Australia's a completely different size. So what you have to do, you have to start getting more into the detail. Now the way I did it is I looked at map projections. Now I don't know if you've ever had a look at map projections in general. I have. How many would you say there is?
An infinite number.
I'm glad you said that because I thought there was only about 6 or 7. And then I went on the NASA website and they had 294 on it.
Well, we know there's not 294 then. It's every number except 294.
Oh, what? Because NASA said it? So childish, Dave, it really is. But yes, there are indeed hundreds of projections, because mathematicians and geographers have designed them to minimise distortions for different uses. And NASA didn't invent them, they just catalogued them. You can also go on the US Geological Survey site and see a list as well. Yeah, exactly. So all those different map projections, what you're getting into is it's completely normal, Dave, for a continent to change shape and size depending on what projection you're using. Yes, Peter, correct. That's literally the point. We've done it. A flat earther has explained perfectly why flat maps distort a globe Earth. Congratulations, Peter. So when you're messing around with the coordinates, the horizontal and the vertical, is that changes the shape of a continent. Now what it doesn't do, in fact, if I can give you a third one, the third black box, examples of projections.
Okay.
Now, there's 4 map projections there. Mm-hmm. Now, where are those 4 map projections of, as far as you're concerned?
What are they of? That's the United States.
Ding, 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 ding. Check out the big brain on Dave. Sorry, couldn't resist the Pulp Fiction reference. But you can't say that, can you? Because they're distorted.
Not as distorted as your moon map was, but yes, they're distorted.
Right, fair enough. So you're not going to get, say, New York and Los Angeles flip over, are you, in the different distortions?
You're saying that they're the same in all of them.
New York's always over there to the right, and Los Angeles...
Yeah, right, they're not going to change positions, correct. So everything's in its...
So you've got 52 states, and those 52 states don't change position.
50 states.
Oh, Peter. This section is a great snapshot on how confidently wrong he can be. I feel like this is something you should really know if you're then going to go on and try and teach us that the Earth is flat. 56, I'll have to...
Well, 52 if you count Canada and Mexico.
The arrogance is off the charts, isn't it?
Nice, that's what Google does for you. So to me, that's like a forensic match. Even though everybody picks up on the fact that they are distorted, the argument isn't that they're distorted. That's not the issue. The way you
the moon is a projection of the Earth map.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, so we agree. So even if we were talking to a globe now, we'd agree that there's 4 distortions, and therefore the distortions are not the problem. What makes it a forensic match is the fact that the cities are all in the places they should be. Now, you cannot claim forensic accuracy from a surface that's, by your own admission, distorted beyond recognition. The moon's light and shadow patterns come from its craters and seas, the darker basalt plains, not
continents. They've been mapped in incredible detail by spacecraft. We can literally overlay topographic scans, and guess what? Not a single one matches Earth's land masses. What Peter is really describing here is pareidolia, the human tendency to see familiar shapes where none exist. It's the same brain quirk that makes us see a face in a plug socket or Jesus on a piece of toast.
Okay.
That's how we identify. If you go to the one just on top of that, which says NASA, show NASA map projections. Now, on that website there's 294 projections. I've gone through every one of these. If you go to the top one, yeah. Now, we don't live on a square, obviously. What continents can you see there?
South America, United States, Canada, Africa.
But you can't say that because they're distorted.
The irony here is the very reason that these continents look distorted is that the projection is flattening the globe. The shapes of the continents are still recognisable because they're mapped from real coordinates on a round planet. Of course, it is still North and South America.
No, we've gone through that already. Yes, we know that they're distorted, but they're identifiable. And
identifiable. I think, to be honest with you, that is the whole point of it.
I get it. It's a good point. I like it.
Now, if you go to the next one, the next... this
one, Adam?
The one after it, yeah, that's it. What continents are discernible?
You see them all.
See them all. So, I mean, I can look at the moon now, to be honest with you. I've been looking at the moon all my life and never seen anything. I can look at the moon now, Dave, and I can go, there's Australia. I can see it. There's Australia. There's New Zealand to the right. You know, there's Madagascar. There's Africa, China, Mongolia, Russia. I can do the whole thing just by looking at it.
Now, the lunar surface, as I said, has been mapped in exquisite detail by orbiters and landers. Every crater, ridge and mare has a name and known origin. None of them line up with Earth's geography, not even vaguely. So when he says, I can see it all, what he's actually saying is, my brain is doing what every human brain does, finding meaning in randomness. And the reason Peter can see Africa or Australia up there isn't because they're actually on the moon, it's because he's expecting to see them. Once you plant a preconceived idea in your head, your brain starts bending reality to fit it in. It's classic confirmation bias mixed with pareidolia. You notice every shape that supports your belief and ignore the ones that don't.
Got it.
Yeah, so if you just try a few more of them, just to really drive the point home that, see, we can still discern.
I get it. There's not 294 distortions, and you can tell every continent on each one of them.
And the moon is no different.
I get it.
Look at the moon. By looking at the moon, what makes us say the Earth is flat? What brings us? I think you'll get this straight away, and you probably will see. Okay, so the very fact that you can see the whole of the Gleason's map. So I've got my Gleason.
Oh yeah, well no, if you understand that it's the whole map, then yes, that would tell you that the Earth is flat.
Okay, right. So if it was a globe.
Yeah, of course. That's if you can see the Gleason's map, if you understand it, you know.
Yeah.
So his big reveal then is that the moon supposedly reveals the entire Gleason's map. So in his view, because you can see the whole map at once, that must mean the Earth is flat. But then comes the best bit. As he says, if it was a globe, he folds the Gleason map up, physically demonstrating that the only way to make it match reality is to curve it. You couldn't script better irony if you tried. Quite simply incredible.
But the more you look into it, the more sense it makes. You know, when I heard about Flat Earth, I thought Flat Earth was a psyop to discredit the truth movement. So then I realized that's not the case. Flat Earth is the reason we need a truth movement because everyone's deceived. Then I hear about the old world, and I'm like, oh, that's just the Flat Earth. And I'm like, no, the old world is the reality of this place. You know, the old world stuff. And then the moon map, I'm like, oh, is this just something to make us look stupid? But let me look into it. And I mean, I haven't looked into it enough. This is probably as much as I've looked into it, other than watching all of Vibes of the Cosmos stuff and thinking about it.
I had the same reaction.
But the more I look at it, the more sense it's making.
This is a perfect snapshot of how conspiracy thinking eventually takes hold. It starts with doubt and then moves into belonging. Instead of researching something more deeply, which they should do, people start believing the lie more confidently because the ideas feel connected or comforting or rebellious. The sense he's talking about isn't scientific consistency, it's more like psychological coherence. It feels like it fits together emotionally, so the evidence to him doesn't have to. And I think this is where we're going to leave Peter and Dave today, like two AIs chatting with each other about nonsense. Let's wrap this one up then. Please do let me know in the comments what you thought of this one. As I say, we're all done and dusted for another video. Thanks so much for watching today, it's very much appreciated. If you enjoyed it, please do consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the thumbs up button too, and even sharing if the feeling takes you. Thank you. I've been Simon Dan, have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow where a globe buster tries to debunk me. Ooh, see you then.